Stefan is the CEO of Yala Properties. He's also the co-founder and managing partner of Aeroverse and board member of Alliance API. Derek has a great track record and is a specialist on creating and launching new real estate destinations. In the last 5 years, he is also including metaverse, proptech, blockchain, and AI in launching his new real estate projects. He has relabeled smart cities to conscious cities. Derek, considering the constant adoption of new technologies in real estate industry and its diverse verticals such as hospitality, development, management, how can an organization improve its detection of security breaches?
Yeah, it's very interesting. Thank you, Rafael, and everybody who's here, and my friend from Yes We Trust, also Stefan. I really think that we should look at it from a completely different angle, because everybody is trying to solve things which are there at the moment. But for example, let's take real estate development. You take, for example, one company which is Palm Fusion, or you take a company with other biometrics like Alliance API does it with voice. If you delete everything and you just use your voice and your palm as your identification, you don't have any more plastic, you don't have any more keys, you don't have any more seed phrases. Nobody can take it from you because it's your body, it's yourself. So I believe we should go more and more to that direction, because nobody can steal my body. Even if they cut off my hand, there is live verification of Palm Fusion. The vein structure inside the body cannot be changed. Your voice is unique. You can, even in US, HSBC is already doing everything by voice in the identification. So if you have a combination of those two, it's really good, and it's also GDPR PSD2 compliant, and contactless, which means COVID compliant, and live verification, so you can use it for access control, electronic ID, and for example for new destinations in real estate. So does it mean conscious cities? So conscious because no environmental impact, your body is already there, high cybersecurity, behavior. For example, with Alliance API, we're doing also behavior analysis. So you prevent the problem before it happens. So what does it mean? That you really prevent it, because there's patterns in people's behavior constantly, and you can detect it. I mean, Myro was also talking about this in his robotics. So it's the same for human behavior. And all this combined, it's not, everybody's always talking about the problem of the existing problem, like when it gets attacked, but you have to go to the source, or maybe be disruptive through, for example, blockchain technologies and metaverse, and then look at it from another side. So let's try to prevent it and use your body, which you already have, and your voice and your biometrics to solve this cybersecurity problem completely, like 99.9999999%. So let's take one example. I go into a room and people then ask me, yeah, but somebody can force you to say something, somebody can take your hand and force you to put your hand. No problem, because for certain transactions I have a certain code. One code is, for example, 1234, which is my voice PIN code. But for higher transactions, I have a different code, right? And then they still force you, but then I have a silent alarm code. So I'm saying 4256. What does it mean? Immediately the transaction looks like it's going through, but in reality it's not going through, and all alarms are being sent. Same if you have, for example, your hand, right? Then you look at the veins inside your hand, the print of your hand, the 3D of your hand, your metrics of your hand. That is your key, your access control, and your electronic ID. So then you can do certain gestures which trigger these silent alarms. So it is completely safe. And if you're not alive, nothing works, right? So they can kill you and they can do nothing. Because without a living body, they cannot do anything. You cannot speak anymore. You cannot, your blood is not flowing anymore in your veins, so good luck with that. So I think we have to look at from a completely different focus, same what happened through COVID. You have to look at what we have. Why will we create new things? I don't understand. We have already a body, we already have a voice, we already have an iris, we already have a print, even though print is the least safest, but we already have all this, right? And we should use this to solve the cybersecurity problems in real estate, for example. So, and do it on a conscious way. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Derek, for those brilliant insights. And now, Derek, how can an organization improve detection of security breaches?
Of security breaches. Yeah, I mentioned that before. Like for example, with Alliance API, we do look at behavioral patterns of people. Second of all, we use AI learning, machine learning, to detect, so to prevent, instead of when you're already attacked, to solve the problem. And again, I believe that also it's really important, sorry for that, to be cloud agnostic. Because I believe in metadata and not in big data. So what does it mean? If people don't know, it means that I could use, for example, token structure or something small that you have, for example, a headset, and you're not dependent on big companies from America, for example, for all your data, which have your data. So it uses this small data, which you can give, and you can, not with confidential information, but you can still get the same result. So this is something really different from using a lot of metadata instead of big data, and be cloud agnostic, and be platform agnostic. And also, I love the biometrics. And also for industries like, for example, Aeroverse is a private jet aviation company which I have. And in the aviation company, it's very, very, very sensitive. And then you can use also blockchain technologies and to have a better air experience in your life. And also create more freedom and disrupt the air industry, which is one of the most non-disruptive industries in the world, similar as banking, which is very non-disruptive. And I believe that this is really good, but let's not forget, we have to keep our consciousness, and we have to keep that in the end karma wins always, so just do good. So karma will win over all the hackers in the end. Thank you.